What is going on, y'all? Mamba here, back with another trade review. Today I yielded about 800 across 5 accounts, which totals up to about $4,090. We're going to get into that trade and into the bias. So let's just start from market open. If we look here, let me just get rid of some of these lines. But a lot of these other liquidities I haven't marked out until like after the move happened. So that's something I need to fix going forward. But like coming into today, if we just look at the 15-minute time frame, we're in this clear range, right? We're in this clear consolidation. So price can either move up towards these highs, or we can move down towards these lows, right? And this is due to there's a confliction between Meta and Microsoft earnings. So if you look at Meta, it's up and then Microsoft is down. So that kind of generates the range based off the market cap. But what really pulled the market down was Microsoft selling off, Meta kind of staying in a range, and then all of these other tech names dropping. So when these tech names drops, it kind of creates like a domino effect, kind of like an avalanche. And if that happens, we can target these lows below. And this prominent, basically this earnings low is a prominent low that I'm clearly trying to target. And right before market open, we formed this 15-minute gap that price can reject out of. So let's get into the 1-minute chart. And if you look at the pre-market, we're kind of displacing down already. And right off the bat, we're rejecting this 15-minute gap. So sellers are kind of taking control. And at first, I only thought we rejected out of a 5-minute gap, but we ended up creating that 15-minute gap right when market opened. So I kind of missed this exact rejection. But if you mark that 15-minute gap in the beginning, you can easily target Asia low to start the day. And this would have been a really easy trade. And if you're really aggressive or you had high conviction to previous day low like I did, you can target all the way down to previous day low. But that's not the trade that I took. So from right here, we're clearly showing displacement down, right? If you measure the high from the low, we confirmed 150 points right off the bat, right? It's been 6 minutes of the open. So in my thought process, we are clearly going to take this previous day low. I would say there's like an 80% chance we're going to take it. It just depends on how far we retrace, right? So we formed this 1-minute gap right here. And once we rejected that, I kind of zoomed it a little bit into the 30-second. And from here, you can kind of see like, oh, we're rejecting that 1-minute gap, right? So, and we're showing clear signs of wicks. And you can basically take a trade right here off the 1 minute to target previous day low. And it's like from there, it's basically barbecue chicken, right? We hit that previous day low, and then price continues to sell off. And yes, in hindsight, that I can clearly see that we are going lower. But my plan right at market or right before market open in my pre-market plan was to target previous day low. I wasn't even thinking about anything else, and I was looking at the ASR, which is the average range for the last 10 days. It is 187 points, right? From opening print, actually from this high to previous day low is basically 180 points. So going forward, I basically can hold runners, or I can enter near the open just so I can get a bigger trade. But I basically followed my plan, and that's trading. That's all you can really do, is create a plan, follow it. If there's a different result, find ways to improve. And if you made a mistake, find ways to limit that mistake, right? And then price obviously dumps later on, but it's hard to get these entries after. So after we take out clear signs of liquidity, so let's just get rid of this. After price takes out prominent draws on liquidity, we tend to bounce. So look at this 5-minute right here. We tend to bounce, but we don't know if it's going to continue lower, right? And if the market wants to go lower, you have to let it confirm lower. So look at this, right? We rejected off of this clear swing low, bounce right back up. And from here, we don't know if the market's going to reverse higher or go back lower, right? No one really knows yet. And you kind of have to wait for confirmation for sellers to step in. And over here, it's kind of hard to take an entry just because we have all these swing lows and prominent draws on liquidity where price can bounce, right? We bounce right here, we bounce right here. There's another potential bounce right here. So that's why I'm not going to chase another trade. I caught a nice trade with good size. So I'm not going to chase another trade just because I'm greedy or I want to make more, right? It's all about following your plan and preserving capital. With that being said, hope you'll have a good one and hope you all caught a piece of that trade. Peace.